Everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of Lego Batman, the video game. Let us continue. So, what are we doing? We are trying number 3 here. This is gonna be a easy one. Harboring a grudge. So, we have everything here except for 2 mini kits. It's a boat level. Let's just take our time so this thing doesn't end up being a 3-minute episode. The bird and the croc together at last. Notice that I've stopped reading these as we're playing them in free play mode. You don't need me to read them again. Ideally, I wouldn't ever read anything written on the screen, but then you end up sitting here quiet. Like, take 2 seconds to just read that out loud while I'm being quiet. Not very interesting, is it? So, I guess the one thing we should do, since we've only really got the 3 mini kits to play, is we should try to get as many studs as possible. Try to just be as thorough here. This was the level where we needed to get, I believe, the red power brick for either mini kit detector or what was the other thing there? Mini kit or red brick detector, yeah. I know it wasn't a score doubler red brick, and I know we came here and got it. And it was very crucial to get those detectors because that helps me quite a lot. If I didn't have the mini kit and red brick detector, I would be following a walkthrough completely right now. Of course, I did follow a walkthrough to get those 2 detectors. Come on, give me that. That's 1. Have to do it twice. This whole drag concept doesn't make any sense. It's not something I've ever seen in a Batman movie that I recall. It wasn't fun in Lego Star Wars. It hasn't ever been fun in anything else, and I honestly don't think it's ever going to be fun in anything else. It's not something you see in other games of any class or kind. Don't drag things behind you. Now, if we were playing as, I forget his name, Marvel. Not the Punisher, but not Knight Rider, but Death Rider or whoever. If we were playing as him, with the guy with a skull head and on a motorcycle, maybe him having the ability to drag enemies behind him might be kind of cool. But that would only be because it would be incredibly violent and interesting from that perspective. Here. The water wheel doesn't even work. Sitting here trying to blow up this thing and I don't have the clearance to do it. Come on, toxic gas, go away. Finally. Take away all this. not taking those guys out very much. How come these ships aren't just completely sinking or exploding? That's what I expect them to do. No, they're taking a realistic amount of time to sink. Video games aren't about being realistic. Unwanted experience. Okay, start taking this guy's out. Well, the good news is there's enough of this toxic waste things and barriers to get to the point I need to get to that at least it's taking 5 minutes to get this far. One of the problems, and I guess it's true for all Lego games, so it's not anything special about the Batman one, but any story they try to tell is just not going to be the full story. It's an obvious but not so obvious thing to say. We are not getting a classic run of Batman comic stories being told here. When we played Lego Star Wars, we were getting the general overview of the Star Wars 6 movies, 1 through 6, but we hardly ended up with the 12 hours of footage that you would have had to sit through and watch if you were really watching those movies. So, I don't think Lego is really the right venue for this, Lego games. But I would like some game out there, some Batman game that could go through the history of Batman and tell us maybe a couple of years worth of stories. And even the mature Batman adult ones that they come out with don't really do that either. It's always this parade of your favorite familiar characters and some video game story that's not very deep, that it doesn't have that much voice acting. I am eventually going to get to a game called LA Noire, which is more story than video game, and I kind of wish there was a Batman game like that. LA Noire, unfortunately, is rated mature, very mature in some parts, and there have been some other games I've covered, I'm sure, and some other games I've played that have told good stories, but even when it does tell a good story, a lot of times it's more of a video game story, a good video game story, not a good regular story. I am having no luck here. This thing starts to shoot me as soon as I get in the light. Darn it! Darn it, darn it, darn it. Excuse me. This thing is driving me bonkers. Let's avoid the light, see if that helps any. Nope. Well, I can see why I didn't get this minikit piece. There. Finally. Halfway done. It's this infinite amount of bad guys coming with me. If they weren't here, I would be crashing the missiles right into them, as you just saw. And I don't think there's an extra that just has bad guys go away. And that doesn't really need to be an extra, it just needs to be the fact of the matter is that after a while, taking these guys out, there should be no more of them. There we go. Got it. There we go, number 10 done. So let's go ahead and just run to the end because it's only been 11 minutes. And make sure we've found everything we want to find. We've gotten as much studs as we want to get. This building opens directly to the waterfront. That makes no sense. I think there's supposed to be like 5 rivers in Gotham. Somewhat like, I don't know. I think maybe somewhat similar to Manhattan. Maybe. Maybe not. Here's where the red power brick was. So they're not wrong to say, to show it like there are a lot of rivers in Gotham. It's just, you would never design a city like this. So in free play mode, it's a lot easier to take this guy out. The only thing I have to do now is get here in the light, get the missiles going, and then let him hit the boat. 400 million studs, not anything to shake a stick at. So we have a few things to buy, but probably way less than 2 billion. There's just a ton of extra stuff compared to Lego Star Wars that's missing. So, like, we have no bounty hunter missions. We have way less levels. We have no challenge modes. We have no golden fountain. We have no golden bricks at all. Did I get everything? Or did I miss a minifig? I swear, if I missed a minifig, I'll be very, very surprised. Not a minifig, a mini kit. Shouldn't be called the same thing. Make it difficult on me. Nope, we got everything. Alright, so at 14 minutes we are done with this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.